My name is Ouafa Belgacem. I am Tunisian French and I am the founder of Culture Funding Watch. People think of a project and design it and develop it, and then once the idea is that then they start thinking, okay, how am I going to fundraise for it or resource for it? That's a wrong approach, because you have to tackle your project idea or your enterprise or business model should be a kind of going back between your conceptualization of the idea and the financial strategy for it. Sustainability, you start putting for that planning for a long term, start even from a situation when you are already comfortably established. But you have to plan for it, because you have to think of what if, what next. And it's not when the resources dries, then you start looking, then you will be in desperate situation and you will take the wrong decisions. The key secret or the key success factor for gaining sustainability is about diversifying resources. Most of the people, when they think resource mobilization or fundraising, they only think grant. That is completely wrong. Grant is one resource, and the way to gain sustainability is your ability to mix different resources, that you don't rely on one resource stream, and that you plan to it, even you embed it even with your business plan. One of the resources that people really overlook is what I call it, is a concept I call it the expertise generating activity. So there is within each of us, or organization, or an NGO working in the cultural creative sector, after a certain time of practice, they develop a kind of skills, a know-how, a knowledge. And that knowledge, most of the cases, is, I compare it like a raw material. You sit on the raw material and you're doing nothing with it. You're not transforming it in something that could help you generate income. When you think of sustainability, it's not when you act only in support of the filmmaker or the musician or the theater guy. For that person or that entity or that enterprise to thrive, they need an enabling environment. They need other resources, services, or skills that are available for them to help them go to the next stage. You can't expect from an NGO or an entrepreneur in the sector to come to a next level without reaching professionalization in skills. You can't expect from one person to be a marketer, a fundraiser, a producer, an NGO manager, or an enterprise manager, and being excellent and could be very, very, very successful in doing that. So when you think about sustainability of the sector, you think about making those factors available and affordable. For example, if I like what we're doing now with Culture Funding Watch, if there is only one person doing that, or if it's available but it's not affordable, that's not a solution, that's not sustainable. The fundraising is not, we don't function alone. We need the journalists, there is a communication, there is influencing, there is design, there is project development, and there is data. So we need to think, that's again back to the ecosystem approach. To be sustainable, and cultural creative, whatever enterprise and NGO in our region needs to have experts in different skills, need to have data available, need to have all these different mechanisms available, and need to be empowered to influence donors or investors or financial policies maker.